Okay guys, welcome back to the channel. This is tutorial series number 36 here in Mahalcan's Code. Okay, we are still in this Yabi series number 16 now guys. So I'm still here in the hotel facilities here in Manila, and then we will be continuing guys our discussions here in Mahalcan's Code. So in our last discussions we have done on removing the physical row on our Yabi token table there, so which is our persisted token. So right now we are about to delete as well, or we need to create a go routine as we have left out in our previous discussion. So we need to create a go routine, two go routines guys, so that we will be removing the Golang map memory that we have stored in our Timaan token there, and then another one is for our table as well, because for those who never log out properly, of course it will be still hanging there. So we need to have a go routine, something like that keeps cleaning our MySQL. So this one is all configurable guys. So when you use this Yabi token in our final discussions on our final product, so that we would like to publish this into our GitHub there, so into our IT Republic GitHub, so we can easily use this, and then we just call it and we use every time we need a login system in Golang. So okay, so we will be continuing guys, so let's dive into this tutorial. Okay guys, welcome back to the channel. Okay, so now guys, we need to add one new configurations guys. This is what we have done last time. We have added the dbcon string. This one we have successfully implemented as well guys. So right now we would like to go back to this init Yabi struct here guys, so that we can add one more configurations. We call it auto remove expired tokens token. Then you can just put integer guys. So this one is all configurations guys. So in the future you can just set it in your project, and then you can just feed this with this one is in seconds guys. So our smallest, or at least, or the lowest value would be the seconds guys. So value must be in seconds. Okay, so this would be the seconds guys. You just calculate guys how many seconds you want to execute the during the cleanup guys. So this will be used during the go routine time guys. So the time that sleep there, then we can just use it. Okay, so okay guys, so I added this the short description guys to capture our time. So okay, so this would be the value would be the seconds guys. To remove this to remove permanently the rows guys, okay, from this Yabi user token table in our MySQL here. Remember that this one in our Maharlikans here, this would be our database, this Yabi user token. So this one is a auto cleanup guys. Last time when we log out here, that one is automatically we have done already. This one we have done guys, and then once the user click the logout properly, it will be automatically delete whatever the active tokens there. Okay, but for those users don't log out properly, or just close the tab there, or just close the entire browser and then shut down the computer or laptop there, then probably that token will be hanging there. So we don't have the cleanup automatically guys. So we want to remove this token immediately, or some kind of a schedule guys. Okay, so it's up to you, because this one is this one is the configurations guys. So later we will show you how to set this again in our main.go, the root main.go. Okay, so this one would be the auto remove in number of seconds, and then I added this one guys to capture our time again. This one is to remove expired tokens. This is our default schedule for Yabi guys. Otherwise, if you never set this configuration here, I will use this expired tokens here, default to 1800 seconds. Okay, so the number of seconds here is the default to 18. which means it translates to 30 minutes, guys. Okay, this one is 30 minutes, so one minute is 60 seconds, so you just multiply it by 60, guys. Okay, so now we have default this to 30 minutes. If you never supply this one, guys, okay, now we can use this to our home page here. Home page is our main route.go, so we can just use this, and then you can just specify like for our short testing, guys, we just specify with the seconds here. So we have a lovely what do you call this, hint. So the value must be in seconds. Okay, it will be permanently delete the rows on the Yabi user token. So in this case, guys, we just put some demo here so that we can easily execute this go routine. So it's up to you, you can put more here, like whatever. You just translate it, you convert it to seconds, guys. Okay, so now okay guys, now we have added this. Now also this one as well is we have added this in our in configuration. Now we would like to add these guys into one of our go routines there. So we would like to create, guys. Okay, we are adding this go routine, guys. Okay, probably here and below here under the settings.go, inside this Yabi, still in the Yabi, guys. Okay, so we would like to add this task remove persisted tokens. Okay, we name like this, guys. Okay guys, so to capture our time, I just put this hint, guys, so because we are always doing this. And then we're about to create a new go routine, guys, to auto schedule this row physically. I mean this one, guys, we need to delete this physically permanently, these rows here. So this one will definitely grow, but and then we need to clean up these things, guys. So okay, so we need to schedule this, but this interval or the schedule will be definitely in the number of seconds, guys. So you can just configure this accordingly here, guys. So basically we have done this here, so we would like to execute every 5 seconds, but I recommend that you can execute this higher than this, guys, because our default there is every 30 minutes, so which is 1800 seconds, but you can definitely you can schedule this every day or something like this, guys. So you just convert it into seconds. Okay, so we need to create this thing, guys. So hold on, guys. Strings that trim space our thing. Then we would like to check if this one is a physical row deletion, guys, from our table there. We're about to create another one again after this for the demand token, which is in Golang's map memory, guys. So we stored this into a memory as well, right? So we have two things in our persistent table, the MySQL table there, and then the Golang's memory map. Okay, so we would like to delete these two. Okay, dbconst string. We would like to test first if you have key in this dbconst string, guys, because this one is really required. Otherwise, how we can connect to your MySQL database there? So oops, delete from the Yabi user token table as well. Okay guys, and then we need to do this SQL open, and then MySQL here as usual, guys, and then the connection string dbconst string. Okay, yb the dbconst str. Okay guys, to capture our time, I speed up a bit, guys. Okay, so this is the YabiConst string here, and then the we need to update, or we need to use this prepare statement from the MySQL Golang driver there, guys. So just execute this delete from. That means this one is a physical delete from this table, this rows here, physically delete the table rows, and then we just check all the expired one, guys. So this expire on field here, this column, all the expired rows here based on this criteria, then we can just delete all those expired one, guys, okay, without any other filter or any other column to be queried. So only the expired one is our concern, then we can just delete this accordingly. So based on our time that now that Unix, we just convert it to Unix timestamp, guys, okay. It will result into int64 value. Okay, now don't forget the time that sleep here. This is the crucial one, guys. So time that sleep, so we will hibernate this. Okay, duration, then yabi that this one, guys, our new configuration is there already, guys. So we can just multiply this with time that second. Okay, I just set this into seconds. This one is suffices enough, guys. So this one is good enough. We will trigger this into seconds, because it's not recommended that you always put it into how many seconds, guys, okay. But I will just set it here to the lowest, at least lowest value of the time. Okay, so because this one is configurable values, guys, so it's up to you. Whatever you feed the number of seconds here, it will just execute accordingly, guys, based on your settings. Otherwise, if you put this configuration blank under your main root.go, in case you never set this, like if we disable this one, then I will set my own, which is the 30 minutes. Because if you want to put it like 5 seconds or something, a very low one, or at least 1 second, that one is not recommended, guys. At least 30 minutes, because we need to this one will connect to our MySQL, so we don't want to stress out our MySQL server, guys, okay. So at least 30 minutes is good enough, guys. That like every time we need to check every 30 minutes, then connect to our MySQL database there, and then delete this, and then execute this if any matching expired token there. Okay, so now we have done this go routine, guys. We can probably execute some time that stamp here, just to show that if we really this one is running or not. Okay, just put outside here, guys, first. Executed from, just want to test, guys, okay, if our coroutine is running or not. Okay, and then we just put some value here, this yabi auto remove, maybe. Okay, we just put like this, guys, easier for us. So we will just yabi that auto expired token. Okay, so we will know what is the value of the token there, either the default value or your own configuration there. So okay, but before that we need to do some configuration a little bit here, guys. Okay, guys, we will need to add these configurations here. We need to set the default value first, guys. Set the default under this init yabi config, guys. Okay, we need to detect that whether you are adding the thing interval, adding your own configuration in number of seconds to auto remove the expired persisted tokens. Okay, so we would like to test now if what is this b dot okay, this one less than or equal to 0, then we will know, we will assign this auto configuration with our remove expired tokens. So this one is our 30 minutes, guys, so 1800 seconds. So if you never set this,
or even like if you disable this, it's like this, or you completely remove as well, or you completely remove this one. By default, the struct will set the value of 0 because this one is an integer value, guys. So if you never set this or you commented out, then it will result to a 0 value. This is the default value. If you set this into integer or something like any numeric kind of thing, guys, okay, so it will be always reset, it will always default to 0. Okay, so now if it is 0 or something, then we will then the Yabi will take over your configuration. I will set this into 30 minutes. Okay, and then this one we will just remove, guys, so we will know later. We will play around. Okay, so now it's time to run task to auto remove. Okay, we need to remove that table rows there. Expired persisted tokens. Okay, you know already this, guys. If you want to execute a go routine, you just type in the go, the keyword is go, and then the task name here, the thing. Okay, our function is like this. Okay, just simple as that, guys. Now we always run this permanently, guys, as long that your web server, I mean your go run main.go here is running, guys. Okay, your web server is running, or your go is running. Before we execute, guys, we would like to add new configuration here as well. This one will be adding, guys. Okay, this one, and then assign the value whatever you have set. Okay, then don't forget the comma there. So let's see what is the configuration that it's capturing. Okay, now your own configuration, guys. This is the auto remove expired in 5 seconds. So now, as you can see, the interval is too frequent, guys. Every 5 seconds our go routine will execute, okay, and then do the cleanup based on this token here, based on our function. That is the logic here is to delete permanently those rows. Okay, so we would like to test this accordingly, guys. Okay, hold on for a while. We need to further test. Okay, what if we want to set we disable this one. Okay, guys, so we disable this one, and then but we need to check first, because that one it will take time, guys, for sure. The one it will execute only every 30 minutes. So let's see. But meanwhile, now is the value is like this, guys. So at first run it will execute, guys. Okay, then the next succeeding things, succeeding schedules will be every 30 minutes now, guys. As you can see that the 1800 is now executing, so we don't want to wait until 30 minutes. That one take time, guys. Okay, so right now we just want to show you that this one is a totally working one, but once we end this, and then we will enable this back. So it's up to you, guys, or whatever the seconds here. Just want to execute again. Let's see if your own configuration will be take over. Okay, now it's 5 seconds. It will run every 5 seconds now. Okay, so do the cleanup every 5 seconds. It's up to you here, guys. Okay, but it's not recommended, guys. Okay, because it will connect to your MySQL database, and it's not good to always keep hanging and pinging there and connecting and reconnecting back. That one is not recommended, guys. So at least once a day. It depends on your website traffic or users traffic, but if you execute every 5 seconds, then probably your site is too popular, guys. You don't want to clog everything, so but it's not recommended, guys. Okay, at least 30 minutes is decent enough, guys. Okay, we just want to stop this, and then now it's every 5 seconds. Okay, so but we would like to test if that rows will be automatically deleted as well, guys. Okay, right now this one, by the way, guys, if you want to, this site is a very helpful for you. This one is the epoch converter, which is the Unix timestamp. You can convert this right now is it will automatically convert to a current timestamp, which we are doing in Golang as well. Okay, so it will convert to int64, So the value you can just key in here or just adjust, and then for example like that, then it's like translate into a humanly readable thing, guys. Okay, now it's 4 minutes ago, for example. So right now we would like to log out this. I think we never run the server. Okay, just want to offer run again. We want to know if this one really deleted the row or not. Okay, so right now we need to refresh first. We need to test because we don't have the rows at the moment, because we never log in, guys. Okay, Maharlikan's code, just log in properly, guys. So now we can see. Okay, hold on for a while, just refresh. Okay, we have the value here. So this one, as we know that this one is default to 30 minutes, so we just copy this one and then click this button. So relative to 30 minutes ago, so this one will this timestamp here is 30 minutes, so plus 30 minutes whatever the current timestamp here, so it will expire our token into 30 minutes, guys. Okay, but if you want to replace, for example, because we don't have like for example the user just close the tab like that, or hang or close, but I don't want to close, guys. Okay, I just want to say only the scenario. So if the user wants to close the tab or close the entire browser and then shut down whatever is doing, then this value here will be never removed. That is why we are having this task persisted token. As you can see, this one is keeps running every 5 seconds. I just want to refresh. Okay, these rows never delete, because this row is, it will expire in the future date and time. Okay, and now based on the epoch times, the epoch converter here, now it will do in 29 minutes, so in advance, guys. Okay, what we're going to do is we want to expire. We just want to copy this one is the current timestamp. I would like to change this, guys. Okay, now sure it is already expired because this one is keeps running. Okay, but now our thing also, our go routine is every 5 seconds is also executing, guys. Sure it will sure this one is already removed once I refresh this. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, it's good, it's totally working, guys. So now our go routines is totally removed now. Okay, because we just expired the token into our table. You just simulate, guys, because we cannot wait for at least 30 minutes. Okay, so now we just want to end this. So this go routine that we are adding here is one of the features of our Yabi is totally working, guys. So we just want to remove this. Okay, one more thing, we will like to add another one. Okay, that one is for the memory map, guys. Okay, I just want to show you this one. It will be probably in our next discussion, guys. Okay, after this only. This one after that, then the go routine. So this is our next plan, guys. What we have done here is we have successfully removed or auto remove aside from properly log out. Okay, we have done these two, one, and then another one is for the go routine, which is the second one. Okay, now in our next discussion we will replace this Bruce Goodman sample or demo here with our user table here, guys. For example, I fill up this first name and then the last name. The first name, which is the Maharlikans, and the last name, which is the code. So we would like to change this Bruce Goodman to our whatever the user, the current user is currently logging on. So the name should be displayed here. Okay, this is the normal for the modern site or whatever the site it is. Now with even the legacy here. Okay, this is the standard way. So we would like to use that token ready, guys, in our next discussion. And then after that we would like to remove one go routine, as I've promised in our next discussion. We would like to add a new go routine here, which is to remove the token there, guys, which is the Timaan token we have in our Golang's memory map. So this is our concern. So we would like to remove that in our memory as well, because the memory will be growing as well, guys, unless you reset here, go run or reset your web server, a Golang web server. Okay, so these things will be our next discussion, so stay tuned for that, guys.
Hello guys, thank you so much for watching my tutorial video here in Maharlikan's Code, and I hope you enjoy a lot here, guys, in Maharlikan's Code. And we will continue this one, guys. As long we have a free time, then we can continue discuss this login series. This is a complete authentication system, guys. So stay tuned for my next tutorial video, guys, here in Maharlikan, so we learn together, guys. Okay, and then we will be continuing on, and then in our shout out section for today, there are two students or something like that. So we have two users who commented out in our tutorial series here, guys, in our previous videos. Okay, these are Abid Ahmad. Okay, Abid Ahmad, thank you so much for you're interested in learning Golang. Then thank you for finding out my channel here. Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy learning in Go together here in Maharlikan's Code, of course. Okay, and then another one is our another user called Thank You for this series. His name is AA Jatin Koshwaha. Okay, Justin, thank you so much for commenting out in our previous videos as well, and getting started with Golang. Okay, thank you so much, guys, for visiting my channel and watching my tutorial series here. And see you in my next video. Please consider subscribing for those people who never subscribe yet, to honor my works here, guys, in Maharlikan's Code. Okay, so please consider subscribing to my channel. Thank you so much for watching my videos, and see you in my next tutorial video, guys, here in Maharlikan's Code. Thank you so much. May God bless us all. Thank you, and bye bye. Keep safe, everyone.